Hello, everyone. Welcome to the channel. Today we will talk about the molecular biology, nucleic acid DNA replication and repair, and eukaryotic chromosome organization. This is part one. There also will be part two. And if you want part two, please don't hesitate to write in the comments. And let's get started. So, first thing, as we all know, DNA is a deoxyribonucleic acid, which is a hereditary material passed from parent to offspring, which transmit genetic information. DNA stores information for organism development and vital processes. We also need to understand the difference between DNA in prokaryotic cells and eukaryotic cells. In prokaryotic cells, DNA is a single circular chromosome, and in eukaryotic cells, DNA organized into several linear chromosomes. DNA transmission occurs via asexual and sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is a single parent and identical offspring, and sexual reproduction, there are two parents and one unique offspring. Also, we need to understand the chromosome contains coding DNA and non-coding DNA. Non-coding DNA maintain chromosomal integrity and regulates gene expression. We need to remember this one. And coding DNA, which are genes. Genes is a specific DNA sequence for producing proteins and molecules like tRNA. And also we need to understand the pathway. The RNA transcribes genes into mRNA, which is then translated by ribosomes to produce proteins. DNA and RNA are made of nucleotides, which is specifically deoxyribonucleotide in DNA and ribonucleotide in RNA. We also need to understand that each nucleotide has a sugar, a nitrogenous base, and 1 to 3 phosphate groups. Specifically, DNA has a deoxyribose sugar and RNA a ribose sugar. We also need to clarify this thing that in nucleotides we have 1 to 5 prime carbons, and phosphate is located at 5 dash carbon, and hydroxyl or OH group located at 3N carbon. Nitrogenous bases, there are two different types, purines and pyrimidines. Purines are adenine and guanine, and pyrimidines are cytosine and thymine in DNA and uracil in RNA. As you can see, there is a picture of adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine, and uracil. I will highly recommend to remember all of these and to try to scratch them several times so you know them by heart. But we also need to understand that RNA can form hairpin loops for self-complementary. Nucleic acid hybridization and denaturation. Hybridization or reannealing, it is a joining of two nucleic acid strands in a double helix. Denaturation, on the other hand, is a separation of DNA strands for replication or transcription, and DNA can occur due to enzymes or environmental factors, which is temperature, pH, or salt concentration. What is melting temperature? It is a temperature to separate half the DNA double helixes into single strand. Factors that might affect melting temperature is GC content, which is more hydrogen bond. We have 3 instead of 2. Length of the DNA, pH, and also salt concentration. We also have a reannealing, returning denaturation to lower temperatures, influenced by DNA length, pH, and salt concentration as well. Going forward, DNA replication. We all know that DNA replication is a semi-conservative replication, which is each new double helix consists of the original or parent strand and one newly synthesized or daughter strand. Replication occurs in S phase of the cell cycle. We also need to understand the DNA replication ensures that a complete and accurate copy of genetic information is passed to daughter cells during cell division. Origin of replication and what's the difference between eukaryotic and prokaryotic cells. So replication begins at origin of replication, where specific nucleotide sequence where enzymes initiate strand separation and replication with bubble formation. So, prokaryotic organisms with a single circular chromosomes have just one origin of replication, but it proceeds bidirectionally. On the other hand, eukaryotic organisms, which have linear chromosomes, have multiple origins of replication, and it also proceeds bidirectionally. Mechanism of replication. Replication involves helicase unwinding the parent DNA helix and single-stranded DNA binding protein stabilizing and separated strand. So, DNA polymerase synthesizes DNA only in 5 to 3 end direction. We have a leading strand and lagging strand. Leading strand synthesized continuously towards the replication fork. On the other hand, lagging strand synthesized discontinuously away from the replication fork, which will form Okazaki fragments. RNA primers are synthesized by primase to initiate DNA synthesis, and DNA polymerase 3 adds nucleotides to the growing DNA strand using DNTPs. DNA polymerase 1 removes RNA primers and replaces them with DNA nucleotides. And finally, DNA ligase joins DNA fragments by forming phosphodiester bond. And this is the outline for what we need to know by heart. Helicase unwinds DNA double helix to form replication fork. Single-stranded DNA binding protein prevents DNA from reannealing. Topoisomerase relieves DNA supercoiling in front of replication fork. Primase synthesize DNA primer. DNA polymerase 3 perform 5 to 3 DNA synthesis. DNA polymerase 1 replace RNA primers with DNA, and DNA ligase joins DNA fragments after replacement of RNA primers. Replication at the end of linear chromosomes. Chromosome ends shorten with each replication cycles at 3 ends of the template strand, and also the template strand becomes too short to continue the synthesis. We have a help here, telomeres, which are non-coding DNA sequences. They are added to the end of chromosomes to protect genetic information. Telomeres prevent chromosome shortening and activation of DNA repair mechanism that could lead to cell cycle arrest or cell death. Telomere shortening is linked to cellular aging and limits somatic cell divisions. This picture will help you understand the information on previous slide much better. Going forward, we have DNA proofreading and repair. Of course, DNA replication must be very accurate so we can avoid mistakes. How can we achieve this high accuracy? This is nucleotide selectivity of DNA polymerase and proofreading function of DNA polymerases. DNA polymerases can end nucleotides and have exonuclease activity. Mismatch repair, or MMR, detects and corrects mismatches base pairs, for example, GT. Steps of MMR. First of all, we have endonuclease, which can cleave phosphodiester bond. We don't have exonuclease. First step is mismatch detected immediately after replication. Then endonuclease taken away, mismatched base and surrounding nucleotides. DNA polymerase adds correct nucleotides, and DNA ligase rejoins the DNA strand. DNA damage and repair. DNA can be damaged by UV light, radiation, or chemicals. Specific repair pathways are activated based on damage type. For example, in this case, we have a base excision repair system, which corrects small and not distorting damage. The steps that are included in here, we have a DNA glycosylase, which takes away the base, the damaged base, and the nuclease cleaves the phosphodiester bond. DNA polymerase fills the gap, and DNA ligase rejoins the strand. Going forward, we also have a nucleotide excision repair system. Nucleotide excision repair system fixes a very big damage, like for example in this case thymine dimers. The steps that are included in here are damage recognized and excised by NER endonucleases. DNA polymerase fills the gaps, and DNA ligase rejoins the strand. double-stranded break repair, which included two mechanisms: homologous recombination and non-homologous end joining. Homologous recombination uses a sister chromatid or homologous chromosome as a template during S cell cycle or G2 phases. Non-homologous end joining joins broken DNA ends directly, and we don't have any template to fix it, so we are more prone to inducing mutations. Thank you very much for listening to me. In the part 2, we will finish our molecular biology topic. We will talk about central dogma, transcription, translation, and gene regulation. And if this information was helpful, please click like, leave a comment, ask me for the part 2. I will record it much faster. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye.